Just as it has always been, when our memories of the ancient world fade into twilight, a new era dawns to fill the void, an unfamiliar path with a pulse of its own, a tempo not dictated by the labor of men, but accelerated by the rhythm of machines, launching the world into an age of bold innovation. From this cauldron of steel and sweat, a vision of prosperity emerged. Harnessing the untold power of the elements, turning night into day. Creating new designs that brought the world stage to the masses. And providing an experience that many had never imagined. The advent of mechanized warfare brought devastation like none the world had ever seen. Providing a window of opportunity for some to dictate conformity as regimes spread their ideologies with a heavy hand. Inciting the world to the brink of war. And yet, some chose a different path, and through their vision brought unique perspectives to the world. As singular proponents of free thinking remained, striving for peace in their endeavors to unlock the secrets of the universe, some of which would fill our hearts with fear and regret. And as this progress unfolds, the finite nature of our world becomes clear. Our survival, the survival of all the world's peoples, depends on our ability to coexist in peace. But this peace is tenuous. Although mankind will always look onward, yearning for more, searching for new boundaries, only to break through them, with the understanding that this world is one in which we all share, comes the responsibility of knowing that the decisions you make today will have a lasting impact on the generations of tomorrow.
And after that wonderfully cinematic and creative opening, I welcome you to this channel. I am Annie Brett and I am the non-binary gamer. I do not see many non-binary gamers on the YouTubes. If you know of any, please let me know. But I have wanted to play games on YouTube and play them with you for such a long time, but I've never had the technology to be able to record my games. I've been gaming for a very long time, but I've only been non-binary for a very short time. I've gone on a gender journey, let's say. I was assigned male at birth, transitioned both mentally, physically, surgically a couple of years ago, and have only recently come out as non-binary using they pronouns. And I'd like to be a voice for not only gaming but also for non-binary people. I am very open to answering questions, and that's a thing I can do, but today I'm bringing you Civilization 5. I saw the Yogscast playing Civilization 5 a long time ago, and immediately bought it and got the Brave New World DLC to play, and I have enjoyed the game. But I have not played it in a while, so throughout this playthrough we will make mistakes and we will be working together, me and you, the community of whoever watches this video. You can tell me my mistakes and I will try and rectify them to the best of my abilities. And we'll be playing together. So, enough of the waffle and enough of the introduction. Let's play Civilization 5. Single player for the moment. I'd love to play with other people, and we'll try and set that up in the future. But for now, we're just going to have a single player game. Let's set up the game. I've already had a look at my settings here. I'm going to be playing as Bismarck. And be Germany. I usually go with a culture and science and a very diplomatic way of playing. I like culture, I like religion, I like science. But I have in the past been attacked, and we have to defend ourselves here in our new country, the country we will be creating. So it's a good thing just to have a little bit of defense. So with Bismarck, as you can see here, we have upon defending a barbarian unit inside an encampment, it's a 67% chance of earning 25 gold. We like our gold, and they will join your side. And we want people in our. I have a tendency not to go very militaristic, and that's come to bite me on the butt. We're going with continents, big land mass, and chance for sailing. Large map size, the standard size map even, with 8 players. We will. It might go a bit bigger later down the line, but we want a small size, like a standard size, just for the beginning. You know, people might like this, people may not. So we will go with that. Difficult level, Prince, normal difficulty. We are being. This is normal. We're not going easy. This will not be a walkover in any means, especially because I haven't played in a while. But we won't make it any harder for ourselves. And it's a standard pace. We're not going marathon. Not yet, anyway. So let's start the game and listen to the wonderful words of Liam Neeson. Let's have a sip of water.
Hail, mighty Bismarck, first Chancellor of Germany and her Empire. Germany is an upstart nation, fashioned from the ruins of the Holy Roman Empire and finally unified in 1871, a little more than a century ago. The German people have proven themselves to be creative, industrious, and ferocious warriors. Despite enduring great catastrophe in the first half of the 20th century, Germany remains a worldwide economic, artistic, and technological leader. Great Prince of Bismarck, the German people look to you to lead them to greater days of glory. Their determination is strong, and they turn to you, their beloved Iron Chancellor, to guide them once more. Will you rule and conquer through blood and iron, or foster the Germanic arts and industry? Can you build a civilization that will stand the test of time?
That would survive and stand the test of time. We will try, Leonidas, and we will try. We will be artistic and creative, and we will do our best. Ooh, that's an interesting start. This is an interesting place for a start, right here on the sea. Do we want our main capital on the sea? That would be very, very difficult to defend. We'd have to get our navy. I would say we don't want our capital on the sea, because it is very attackable by the sea, but I think we could try and make it work, and there are some good resources around here. We have a wheat supply of food, we have silver and gold, so that would be a big money maker. We've got production that's even more gold. We're surrounded in gold. We're going to be Germany the money makers. So here we are, right at the beginning at 4000 BC, about to make our German city. We will learn from our failures in the past, and we will start anew here in 4000 BC. Got a pack mule with the basic necessities, and we will set up our city right here on the coast. But we will not be called Berlin. We will be non-binary gender land. We're not a gendered place here. You can be free to be whoever you want. Binary, non-binary, gender. I might not be able to fit non-gender. Do we have enough space for land? We do have enough space for land. We are non-binary land. We non-binary land, which is very good for our gender, because you can be whoever you want, but probably less good for computers. Talking of computers. Segue immediately. We're going to be doing science, and I believe computers is one of the technologies. Let's have a look here. Computers, there it is. Only 1,848 turns away, computers. We'll be slightly behind because we're not doing binary. We'll have to do some other way of coding for our computers, but that's a problem for future. We have to decide what our technology is. But let's have a little look round at the surroundings first. This is a warrior, and we'll be using them in this very early game to have a little look round and see what there is to see. Let's go up here to this hill. A ruin! Oh, I love ruins. Ruins are very good. They have things in them. They're little kind of treasures. So we might find an ancient technology, or we may find gold, or we may find citizens to come into our city of non-binary land. Currently, we only have one citizen. As we can see here, there they are. They're currently working on this food and production in our wheat field, and they are getting our food and production there. We might find them in there. And as we can see, we've got what's this? Is this silk? We've got some silk. We've got some cows that we might be able to expand into. Our city can expand 3 tiles around its central point. So this is the first set of hexes we can use, and then it will expand again, and then once more. It can extend more than that if it has enough space, but we can't actually physically work those tiles. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're too far away from that silk. But we immediately have things like the silver and the gold and the wheat within our borders. And we'll be able to get this wheat over here and this wheat over here. We're going to have lots of food, which is very, very good. Let's have a look at building. Now, what should we build? We want to build. So there's many things that we can build. We can build a worker, and it will tend to the lands, but we haven't got the technology. So we could build a mine on this silver to get the silver out, but we haven't got the technology for that. That's in a science somewhere waiting to be researched. We haven't got that yet, so it would be a bit silly to try and get a worker this early on, seeing they wouldn't have that much to do. a warrior. Warrior might be good for our defense, but we haven't found anyone yet. That might be trying to attack us. Monument. Monument having a culture +2. This is our culture up here. It's currently 0. With only a +1. We're only getting +1 at the minute. With our culture, we can go into social policies, and they will be very good later down the line. And I like going for social policies. They give us good things. I like going for religion because they give us good things. There's tenets and bits of religion that we can have, and they will give us bonuses. They'll be going that direction. So I would like to get a monument sooner rather than later. But maybe we go for a scout first. They have moves of 2. Our warriors have moves of 2, but if they go over a hill, it's a penalty for going over that, and scouts don't have that penalty, as you can see there. Excellent at exploring. This unit will not be slowed down by rough terrain, but is vulnerable to attack. They don't suffer well in fights. Tricky. Let's go with Scout. That's nice and safe. And we'll send them out to do wonderful things. Go back into our science and actually decide what we want to do. We have lots of gold around, so we might want to get that early, because that will increase our revenue. So maybe mining? I mean, I'd love to go into poetry and get that shrine going. I could do poetry and then mining. I think that's the way to go. Poetry, then mining, because we'll get our granary, which will do good things for our wheat. We'll get our shrine that will go into our faith, and then we'll go into mining. I think that's a good plan. So let's go on to the next turn. Processing the turns, we've got lots of AI. We're only playing with AI. Nobody else, unfortunately. I'd love to be playing with somebody else who want to join and know how to do that, because unfortunately I don't. Then please let me know. But we'll go and get these ruins. Congratulations! The discovery of Mount Sanaya has increased happiness. I hope I got that name right. I really don't like getting names wrong. So we can possibly get that, and that's a faith. We went to the ruin. We find a survivor in the ruins, and they've come back to our city, increasing our population. So where we had 1 person in our town, we now have 2 people. That's very good. Unfortunately, people cost 2 food, so even we've got that citizen going to work with 2 food, they are actually costing us that 2 food, which they would have given us. So we can't go into production and get more gold yet. So, over there, we found this mountain which has faith. We might expand that way. We're looking to find a place for our second city. And that might be a good place over there, but still more to explore as we go into the next turn. Oop, a little bit of lag. Come on, computer. We are using a laptop to record. We'd love to get some better technology moving forward, but that's all in the future. I only was able to move 1 there because we moved across that river. So we've got a river over here and a mountain. That might be a good place for our second city. It looks like the sea continues round. So it'll be reasonably defensible. Next turn, please. We've got 10 turns. We can see a little... Oh, it's now 9 turns. This little green bar here is how many turns until New Citizen is built, I suppose, or birthed. Birthed probably better. Oh, another ruin. Just ruins for days. Ruins for days. We'll get that on our next turn. I'm not entirely sure what social policy we'll be going to. We'll try and explain that when we get there, but we've only got 4 social and 1 per turn. Need to get that monument going, sooner the better.
Thou shalt not muzzle the ox when he treadeth out.
Oh, we have found animal husbandry. It was just sitting there like a book, saying like, oh yes, you can, guard and work on these animals, and here's a book on fences and ways to look after them and hold on to them. That was just written in a book in here. It's very good. We won't have to research that later. Right, where to go next? So that bit of land continues round. I wonder if it just sort of stops up here, or if it continues going, this landmass. Well, that's the top of the map, so... Right, this way. Oh, we've got our scout, haven't we? Our scout just popped out. Maybe it will be easier for our scout to go this way. And these warriors can continue down this way. That might be a plan. And because our scout has been made, we can go back into here and we'd go for our monument. But I'm just going to check. So we've got pottery over 5 turns, and then it would be another 8 turns on top of that for mining. And we'd like to get our mines up and running sooner than later. But we would need a worker to do that. If I could click on the right button. Come on, buttons. And the worker would take 10 turns. Oh, but a monument is only goes 6. So 6 turns, we'll get the monument, and then hopefully 10 turns after that we'll get our worker, and that will only be 1 turn behind us getting mining. So that will work out very well. Next turn, please. Gotta rattle through these turns. Very early on, you just sort of rattle through turns because you don't have many units or things going on, but later game, we could spend possibly a whole entire episode on 1 turn. Oh, hello. It's a city-state. They have this kind of dotted line around their borders where big nations have this kind of solid line. So now next turn we'll be able to see who these people are, if they're going to be friendly or if they're going to be hostile, and see what they have to offer us. Can I close this technology tree thing? There we go. Close that technology tree. Thank you very much. Next turn, please. Oh, more ruins. We're getting very lucky with our ruins. There's a load there. Or save. Have we found those ruins? Let's see who these people are over here. Zurich. We've met the city-state of Zurich. We're the first great empire they've met, Friday with 30 gold. They are mercantile. Will provide an extra happiness to your empire and manufacture special luxury resources. Ooh. Oh, they would have porcelain. You can't actually get porcelain in the game. But they are also hostile. Come on, Zurich. Be part of Germany. That's the best place for you to be. Be part of Germany. Come under our proverbial wing. We will look after you. We'll say that we can look after you. We'll go back into Zurich. Pledge to protect. We protect you. We've only got 1 unit so far, but we will protect you with it. Let's see what's in this place, this ruin, found culture offered, which will all your citizens. You've received 20 culture. And as we've got 20 culture, that means our culture is now at 26, and at 25 we get our new social policy. Ooh. I was not expecting to get a social policy. We'll have to look at that the next time, because it won't actually register that we can get a social policy until next turn, I don't think. So we can go into it now? Don't think we can. Let's go into our next turn and find out. Dum-dee-dum-dee-dum. How are you this fine day? Are you good? Hope you're good out there. If you're not, I hope you're better soon. Right, social policies. So social policies are things we can have. So we could go into tradition, for example, best use of small empires, and these are all the things in the policy tree. So things like autocracy, 15%, production when building a wonder. I don't know how many wonders we want to build. We probably want to build wonders, so it might be something to get that. Liberty is usually a good one. +1 production in every city, and 5% production when cities are constructing buildings. I mean, we're going to be constructing buildings all the time, so that might be very good. And we'll be able to do citizenship, and that will get us a free worker, and this will get us a free settler. Some people don't like that. Some people like to just straight build them, but sometimes I like to use them because it's free. Dum-dee-dum-dee-dum. Tradition greatly increases the rate of the board expansion. Cities which become 3 culture. Capital allows the building hanging gardens. Looking at policies which will grant 15% growth in a free aqueduct. Great engineer. So there's one that has purchase of great scientist, and that's very good late game. I think that might be Russianism. It is. Oh, free great person. I'm going to go with liberty. We stand for liberty. So that immediately provides 1 culture in every city. So we were 1 culture, we are now 2. And we'll use the social policies in that as we move forward. I was very much hoping that this would be sort of the end of this this content, but it's not. Ooh, hello, you're a thick border, so you're another great nation up here. You're blue. I would guess French, like Napoleon or someone like that. We'll find out that next turn. Next turn. Ding, 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 ding. Ooh, you've got some truffles, you've got some piggies up here, and some bananas. That's going to be another nation, so I want a city kind of in between my capital and them as sort of a block. So maybe somewhere around here, get this. 1, 2, 3, get that bananas, get that stone, get that silk. Maybe somewhere like here on the city. On the city? On the sea. Sometimes I can't talk. Who needs to talk anyway? Who are you? Lisbon.
Sou Maria, Rainha de Portugal. Já nos conhecemos? Pareceis-me familiar. Talvez não.
I see. I can't actually understand you, but luckily I've actually brought this translator with me who says that you are Maria I of Portugal, And you say that you stand before the Queen of Portugal and she finds herself wondering why you are here. Portugal are a little bit aggressive, for want of a better word. So possibly going here may infringe on them. But it will also protect us in the long run, so we'll be able to get these luxuries, we'll get some stone, we'll get those bananas, and they've got... I'm just looking at their, this here is city combat strength. We've got 16, they've only got 11. Sometimes it's easy to get rid of people before they become a giant threat. They say, as I said, I would be a peaceful nation. I am peaceful. Ooh, even more gold down here. 1, 2, 3. It's a bit far away from here, so maybe a city down here somewhere. But definitely looking at this sort of area for our second city, just as a block between Lisbon and us, between Maria.
Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth them, what makest thou?
Yes, we finally have pottery. And we're going to go into that mining. We want that mining. So we can get these wonderful resources that are currently around us. That's interesting. So this purple one is where our city is going to expand to next, and it's going to go for those horses, which is very strange. I mean, they're a resource. As you can see up here, they're a resource that we can have. We currently have 0 horses. I would be surprised that it didn't go for either the gold or the wheat. How very strange. We are 1 turn away from our monument. Have a little look down here. There's lots of gold. Where are you going, Scout? Let's have a little look. This continent just continues on. I thought it was going to stop there, but I'm not that lucky. Lisbon's up here doing its thing. Possibly a threat going forward. We may need to get rid of them sooner rather than later. As we go into our 10th turn. Oh, it's another room which is swimming, absolutely swimming in ruins. There it is, just down there. We have to get that our next turn. And we've got another production because our monument is finally finished. We'll get our worker going. So mine is going to be done in 6 turns. We'll have a worker in 10. I wonder. I was going to look at possibly buying another... Oh, I've already expanded. That's nice. I was going to possibly move my citizens around, but I can't, it seems. Because otherwise we go into stagnation. But we're going to be 2 turns away. So we've got our ruins over here, which we're going to get in the next turn. But I think we're actually going to call it there half an hour video. I'm going to try and do half an hour videos, possibly maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit shorter, depending on what happens in our videos. But with our worker coming in 10 turns, our mining and finishing 6, we're going to get those ruins in our next turn, and we've got Lisbon up here, who may become a threat that we may have to deal with. I will leave you there. Once again, I thank you for supporting this channel. I don't want to do the whole like and subscribe thing, but we are a growing channel. And I'd love to see if you actually like it. Put something in the comments. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right. Please let me know what your thoughts are on this series and on me in general. I have been Annie Britt, and I have been the non-binary gamer. I'll see you soon for the next episode of Civilization